Thank you very much for this opportunity. It was indeed an important opportunity for us to cooperate with the Polytechnic School of Athens to do this research. I have approximately 45 slides and 10 minutes to present them, but my research is available for anyone who wishes to study it more closely and more in detail. This research was performed in cooperation with the Polytechnic School of Athens. The professor in charge was Mr. Doukas. The assumption was whether we consider climatic change to be an important problem, an important issue for the planet. The answers were 98 yes and 2% no. I think that in the detailed analysis you can find the detailed picture of who has answered per gender, per region, etc. And 98% also has responded that the needs of tackling the climatic change have increased also in our country. I present them together, these two slides, because I think it is important. 20 years ago, we wouldn't have even discussed this issue. This issue did not even exist. So the question is not whether the climatic crisis is important, the climatic change is important, but whether we are already in a stage of climatic crisis. What is the role of energy resources in the climatic crisis? Please allow me to clarify a bit in order to make this picture more simple. I know that too many colors can be confusing. I put together very little and a little, a bit, and 77% thinks a lot or extremely much. Only 14% has an opposite opinion. Hydraulic energy believes that very little effect is negatively affects the environment, while against about 9%. This is how our citizens see the effects of energy resources on climatic change. Allow me to say that nuclear energy, 9% says very little, says little and very little, and 76% says a lot and too much. Carbon and lignite for little and very little, 82% much and very much. I think it's a big problem, lignite on country, and petroleum is 9 and 82%. So you see that this is a zone. There's a zone in between where we have geothermy, where 47% says little and very little, and 14% is a lot and much and very much. But 1 in 4 doesn't know what geothermy is. The same findings go for biomass. little, very little, 22%, and much and very much, 24%, but 33.1%, that is 1 in 3, doesn't know what biomass is. And there's also gasoline and gas, 50% little, very little, and 14.1% much and very much. I think that these statistics are very useful to understand the perception of energy by the Greek citizens, the Greek public opinion. Let us see in practice what is happening. Do you know what the priorities of energy planning in Greece are? The answer is showing that we have a problem. 29% says yes, 67% says no. And allow me to say that this also relates to participation, and not only to I have heard or I have read. I would like to underline that there are areas, such as, for example, Eastern Macedonia, where 100% says no, continental Greece, where 97% says no, and Ionian Islands, 81.3%. So the numbers are much higher than the average. Which of the following sources of energy do you think are good investments for our country in view of the climatic crisis and of the Greek priorities? So where do we have to invest as a country? You see that this more or less is in harmony with the others. 84% is solar energy, 59% is wind energy, 31.7% is 37% is solar panels. 28.7% we have biomass, biogas, and other sources of energy. Then we have, with less, smaller percentages, lignite, carbon, etc. Do you agree with the renting of sea areas, marine lots to wind farm energies, wind farm companies? It seems that an important part does not agree. This research, however, if it was done 10 years ago, would have met with a much larger percentage of agreement. Do you agree with the creation of sea wind farms? 12% does not respond, 59% says, 69% yes. And we have asked about the use of hydrogen. Which sectors would you like to see hydrogen used in our country in the future? Here you see similar percentages, 47% transportation, climate, air conditioning, 49%, and 34% others. What is what damage does any of these types of energy cause? I will only read you the little or very little. Solar percent, 85.1%, little or very little. Hydroelectric, 71.8%. Wind energy, 33.8%. The same goes for geothermy, and because while 49.7% believes that it has no damage, doesn't damage the environment, 1 in 4 doesn't know what geothermy is. So Do you believe that the COVID-19 pandemic is closely related? Only 58% answers no. To what degree do you think that the return from the pandemic crisis has to be correlated to measures to deal with the crisis? 30 little, 58% exclusively and very much, and 30% of the people has a, let's say, reserved attitude or even negative attitude vis-a-vis these measures. I think that I will close with this slide. We have actually prioritized 5 of the top issues and asked the people to actually prioritize them also. Unemployment, much and very much, economy, and 91.5% and 95.5% much and very much respectively. Imagine that despite this fact, crisis, the climatic crisis comes third with 90.1%. Allow me to say that the summer has played an important role to increase this percentage of the climatic crisis. These were the responses we got, and we hope that they can be useful to you.